If you look at ONDO here, the core overhead resistance was broken through there and on high volume. That is a great tell. And after that point, it was just unleashed to the upside. Now, for something like ONDO, and I'm going to use ONDO as my cherry ripe this week, and I might show you a couple of other options as well. We've moved to a range high period. But the important thing is, we've reclaimed the 200-day moving average. We've also reclaimed the EMA as well, the 10 EMA. I've got this Fibonacci retracement overlaid on the chart, which puts a nice retracement from the low to the high. 0.382 is around 0.38, which we tagged, which is great. The 0.5 is a little bit lower. I don't know if we get that. That's 0.36. But importantly, ONDO is building structure, and this is what can get traders in a bit of trouble is they see a major breakout like we've got, and they FOMO in at the near the top points. So the 0.46, 0.47, you really have to be patient. When you see an expansion in volatility like that, generally what we see at the tops of that or at the top of ranges or into resistance is distribution. You'll see people take profits, see distribution of those profits, to go elsewhere. And that's when you see those red candles that begin to form. What you really want to see is, all right, we're now quite extended from core moving averages. Where's a really interesting entry point? And you have to think of it on a weekly time scale, and then you can drop down to the daily and just think how it all fits. But if I go up to the weekly on ONDO, the expansion is very pronounced. There's a lot less noise on the weekly, which I would suggest going to. It's moved to the top there. And now where is the shorter term moving average? You can see the breakout point is here at the bottom of this candle. Hi guys, hope you're enjoying this session of the altcoin Bible so far. Just a reminder, if you want the full version of this session where I cover Bitcoin, the macro, current events in crypto, as well as more charts, Cherry Ripe, One to Watch, and Danger Zone, then make sure to become a newsletter subscriber by clicking the link below. You'll also get weekly content written by myself and the team. You'll also get access to mastermind videos, which Joe and I put together. Until then, hope you enjoy the show. Back to it. If we have a look at Dash here, very similar position. I think though it's a bit stronger because I like the Dash pullback that's already happened. So if I just go up here to Dash 0.5. So this is against Bitcoin. You can see it's breaking out of the downtrend there, but it's holding above the 10 EMA on the daily and the 200-day moving average. It's come back down to a really nice zone. So I want to see a bounce from Dash versus Bitcoin in this region, and things can move really, really fast from this point. If I go just back to the USD chart, I think it's very similar to the Bitcoin chart, which is really pleasing. I love it when they're pretty much in concert because it just tells me that there's strength across them, across the pairs. There's a lot of liquidity moving between them. It's trying to close above that 200 and the 10. I would wait for another daily close through the 200 before getting reasonably aggressive. It's battling with this uptrend line that it lost a while back. If it can regain that at 53, then there is a real movement on offer here, whether it be 47% or maybe to new highs 70+%. So there are a lot of opportunities here for strategic traders, and I'm just being patient and waiting for these charts to come to me. I might just duck up to the weekly. So again, Dash, like others, it's forming this nice higher high, higher lows moving out. Again, it's just battling with this trend line a little bit. It's got this beautiful pinch of the 20 and the 10 down here. I've got that alert just down there at about 41, which is where I get very interested in buying Dash from USD. But just broadly, this is a chart that can unwind pretty quickly to the upside. So it's a bit of a guessing game. It's a balancing act. You'll find your own edge around this, but the volume's beginning to come in, and if this starts accelerating, let's get into my danger zone. And you know what, I'm being a bit cheeky this week. I'm using PAXGOLD. Gold is really rolling over against Bitcoin, and it is beginning to look a little bit iffy against USD. So it made a couple of the highs here. I think I was pretty vocal saying that it's lost its macro uptrend through here, likely forms a lower high, which it is doing, and now it is really struggling. It's almost rolling over the shoulder here on the 200. So this tells me the weakness is building, and this probably falls down into the buy zones. 4,200, 3650 could be on the offering here. It just doesn't look strong to me. That said, if it can reverse and get up above that 5,100 or 5,000 even, then gold is beginning to be a looker for me. But longer term accumulators of gold and Bitcoin will be looking for these bigger entries. Same with Bitcoin. When you're looking at 60,000, 70,000, 50,000, 40,000, if you get them, you're just like, oh, well, that's a great value area. I need to buy and add to my longer term stack. And same with gold here. I'd be very interested in gold in these types of areas. But if you're purchasing crypto in your crypto portfolio, there is absolutely no need to buy gold if Bitcoin is outperforming gold. The whole reason we're in Pax Gold for the last maybe 2 years, predominantly in and out, was because of the outperformance of gold to Bitcoin, where you could make more Bitcoin and USD. So all part of the game, all part of the puzzle. Looks like Bitcoin's trying to climb back up here, which is great, 81,139. Let's see if she can make a run through the 200 today or tomorrow and really scare some bears.